Welcome back, everyone. We've last left our adventurers defeated, captured by a horde of ratlings who have taken refuge, built this very intricate set of tunnels that serve as their nest underneath, ironically, the Rat's Nest Tavern, a working man's tavern that existed in the sprawl, of the city. And during the fall, whenever the star fell and crashed into the city, it is said that a piece broke off and landed on this very tavern. The group was sent here by River and by Nimble Quill, another Academy agent, to retrieve this shard, as intel had said that it was one of the largest intact pieces of Delerium that even the Academy has been able to get a good lead on. A small fight broke out right as they arrived, sliding down a tunnel. A few of them, Heryn specifically, falling into a spike trap. But they were victorious over that group. Traveling deeper into the Rat's Nest Tavern, they came upon another small group of ratlings that seemed to be chanting and praying, or doing some twisted ritual around this grotesque-looking rat effigy whose eyes were made of delirium fragments themselves, and there were seemingly tributes of bones, scraps of hair, human ears, all laid at the feet of this effigy. The group decided to spring an attack on one of the larger-looking, the gutter snipes there. The battle, unfortunately, took a few wrong turns. Heryn was down very quickly as the gutter snipe got one good shot in, and this is a deadly city after all. The fight kind of spilled out into other ways. They were being attacked from both sides, and unfortunately the force was just too big for our group to handle. Towards the end, our friend Seraphel was downed and unfortunately seemingly died until he found himself awoken in this black inky mist of a world, not knowing where he was. He began to crawl for as long and as far as he could until finally he heard a faint whisper of laughter in the air. He kept crawling towards it as it got louder and louder and louder, until this entity seemingly spoke from all around him, as if the entity itself was the very realm that Seraphel now finds himself in. This thing offered him a new life, or a second chance at life, and the true ability to find the power that he seeks. Seraphel, eager for a second chance to redeem himself, eager to figure out the secrets of his life and his power, he agreed. We ended last week with our adventurer, with Seraphel waking up, the rest of the group, himself included, chained to the earthen wall. They find themselves in this small, cramped, humid, dank room. It smells of death and decay. Before them lie their weapons and other scraps of meat, decaying bodies, bones. There is another figure. She is also awake. Seraphel kind of gathers himself and realizes she's staring right at him. Her mouth is taped over, and she's basically gagged, unable to speak. She's just kind of towards Seraphel. Do we have any questions, comments, concerns before we begin?
Can you describe how we are shackled?
Yeah, so you guys have it's almost like barbed wire without the barbed part. So it's like malleable metal wire that's just been wrapped around your arms and then like tied tightly around stakes that have been hammered into the earth wall. They don't seem like the most industrial, sturdy type of shackles, but nonetheless, you're still like sitting down. You're at a very awkward angle. Your arms are super sore. You're not quite sure how long you've been there, but with the proper strength, you can probably yank them down.
Our feet are bound as well, or no?
No, they are not.
Is my bleeding arm tied off?
No, it is not.
So I'm bleeding
I'll
out?
cast.
Is he
He's
freeze?
actively bleeding, DM.
Oh, I was waiting for you. Okay, sorry. He is actively bleeding, although like it seems like the Rattlings have done this enough to where they know how to, as crudely as it is, he's not going to die from the bleeding. He's more likely to die from perhaps disease or infection gained from the open wound.
I search around. I look near me. What can I see? Any sort of hard objects made of iron or even steel or even bone? Anything I can reach within leg?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Leg reach.
It's a very cramped. It's a very cramped room. I mean, it's only. Let's see. It's only about 20 feet like long and about 10 feet wide, and basically the entire center of it, like basically, you guys are almost sitting on the mound of just like intestines, bones, scraps of metal. Your weapons are laying on that same pile. This pile right here.
I'll see if I can reach my. I'll reach any sort of oblong piece of metal I can try to grab with my feet.
Sure. You're give me a sleight of foot check.
Slide your foot.
Dirty 20.
Nice. So yeah, you're able to you actually kind of like sweep your leg around. It hurts your shoulders a little bit, but you endure nonetheless. And you're able to like bring a few metal, like small little metal pipes, but you're also able to scoot your greatsword, like within, like if you were able to bring your arms down, it's within arm's reach.
So I'm going to try to maneuver it in between the wall and my shackle wire, like a lever, with my legs. Is something like that possible?
So you're trying to like
we're chained out this way against the wall, right?
Yeah.
And I want to get the great sword in between me and the wall.
Oh, okay. Like you want it to be vertical and not like horizontal behind you?
Want to try to use it as a lever.
Sure. Give me another sleight of hand check. While he does that, Heryn and Barbarossa also kind of come to and see the situation before you. You have a chained up woman, also bound and gagged.
Are we chained over our heads?
Yes, yeah, you're like this basically. Your hands are apart. You're basically just like hands up straight, shoulder length apart while you're sitting down. Unless, I guess Seraphel's like 7 feet taller. He's monstrous, so his arms might be a little less, as it's only a 6 foot ceiling. So, but what was your sleight of hand check?
14? I rolled a 14 on that one.
I'll take that.
So, you it takes a second. You almost like the blade starts to fall towards you for a second. You're able to. And then you kind of maneuver it. It takes you a second, but you do get it kind of behind your back.
Alrighty. Alrighty then. I want to brace it then behind my bonds, but against my body, and use the action of my torso to lean forward and break the bonds away from the wall with the sword.
I see. Okay. Give me a strength check with advantage. Now I have a bit more of a visual. I was confused as to where you were going with this.
7.
So, you know, it's like I said, your hands are kind of straight up and down. So, like, you got it in one hand. You're not able to grab it with both hands. You're just like, you start to cough a little bit because you're just kind of pushing your chin into your throat. But unfortunately, you can try again.
I'm gonna hold this position and have a rest and try again.
Okay. Barbarossa, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, am I like in shock, or am I able to move, or like how's it working?
So, I'm not going to give you any like mechanical disadvantage to like having missing your arm. The only thing is like if you're trying to grapple someone, you're not going to be able to also attack while grappling because you don't have the free hand to grapple and attack, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like unless it's something like that, you know, any check that has to do with like climbing something will probably be done with disadvantage. But anything where it's like, you know, in shock or something like that, I was gonna kind of leave that to how. I don't think Barbarossa would necessarily be in shock. He might. I mean, I imagine. I don't know. I can't speak for your character, but I imagine he'd be pretty pissed about getting his arm chopped off. You know, and like you can see like gnaw marks. Like it doesn't look like they just start, like they probably cut it off, and then a few of them were like kind of gnawing at the bits of flesh just kind of hanging there before they. Because you can tell they cauterized the wound, but they didn't do it very well. So like the majority of it's cauterized, but like there are still some parts like near your backside, or like where your armpit would be, that are still slightly bleeding. But I'm leaving all the roleplay elements up to you, Barbarossa.
I'm guessing I just have the single arm tied up then, right?
Yeah, you're basically like this. I guess it's your right arm, so you're like this.
I will kind of cross my legs, focus, and I will say, take over. And without spoiling anything, I kind of will calm my mind, and I will still my initial horror of what's going on, and my character will stand up, and I will attempt to put my foot on the wall and kind of twist the arm free of what's holding it.
For sure. Give me a strength check with advantage.
Nice. Wow.
So, yeah, you look at it, and there's that initial like gut reaction of shock, but you swallow it down, stand up, brace your leg on the wall, and just yank it out. You actually pull so hard that it not only pulls the wire off the metal stake, but it actually drags the metal stake out of the wall as well.
Okay. I immediately reach down, look for my hand axe, and move over to Finnian to go and cut his shackles.
Easy, very quick. They literally just kind of like, you can tell that they dragged you all in here and then took your weapons and just kind of threw them right in front of you into the pile, not they probably never had anyone escape before, so they're like, what's it gonna matter? So it's easy picking it up, cutting Finnian loose, and Petra, she's just kind of looking at you like, she's shaking her head, yes.
Thank you, my friend. And I'll go to help. The other two are awake as well?
Yes.
What
I'll
is
go to help them.
what is Seraphel's status of since he came back from?
So
Is
Seraphel.
he in a weakened state or?
I mean, not. So he's had a health-wise, he's had a short rest, just like the rest of you all.
We've had a short rest then.
Yes, we talked about that last session, so I assumed you guys had clicked it. That's my fault.
I didn't click that.
Nope.
I need to throw hit dice.
So yes, please hit the short rest. I know in Drakkenheim, but this circumstances, I'm gonna give it to you guys. Seraphel.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I'm still dead technically, but or I was dead.
Are we all conscious?
Yes.
We've all been stabilized and come to consciousness at
Yes.
1 HP.
Yes, and then you had a short rest because they stabilized you guys, and then it's been longer. You guys were stabilized for longer than an hour, so you came back with 1 HP.
Okay.
And then it's also been some time since then.
So we can.
There's my hit dice.
I didn't see mine.
Yeah.
Did anybody see mine?
No.
No.
This is a big mechanical problem that I've been having. I would love to get to the bottom of it if we could. It's really bad for editing.
Can't
Can't even see my dice in the
game. If you go to game log and you hit to
Yeah.
everyone, maybe.
That's what that was my first suspicion. It might be saying roll to DM. It might be yours might be preset to roll to DM.
Yeah, I got it on to everyone.
So
Yeah, same.
roll dice real quick. Just
Okay. Yeah.
Seraphel. Okay. Oh, so the red was Barbarossa.
Did
That
you
was
guys?
Seraphel
the-
12 arcane check.
Yeah. Mhm. Yep.
Yep. And I'm gonna roll something
I'm
real
just
quick.
gonna roll a d20 for me.
Okay, that rolled. We saw that.
Mhm. Yep.
I saw that too.
It's funny what
Yeah.
happens when you click roll to everyone.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Wait,
alright,
where do we roll the hit dice? Where are those?
Short rest, and then you select your amount of hit dice to roll.
Short rest. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Got it. 2. Oh, 5. Okay. Oh, it doesn't automatically put it in. So 5. So
Yeah,
now
but
I'm at
mine
six.
I rolled an 8.
Mine didn't roll, and I didn't see your roll, your 8 roll.
Yeah, you have to like,
Would
manually
you like
roll
me
it.
to roll again since you couldn't see that one?
No, I'm just curious, like what's happening. Like
I didn't have it set to roll to everyone, I think, because I just
Okay,
set it to roll
okay,
to everyone. I'll roll
Okay.
this dice again, and maybe
I saw
DM
that
will
one,
let me
yeah.
take the better of the two.
So I can roll.
I don't think he heard me.
Wait, yeah, what?
Or-
All I heard
no.
was take the better of the two.
I said roll again since you can see most when a DM will let me take the better of the two.
You broke up during that too.
I said I'll roll my hit dice again since you
Oh.
couldn't see my first roll, and maybe DM will let me take better of the two.
You can take the better of the
Okay.
two.
All right. So I'm at
Yes.
14. 8, 14. So I'm down 2 hit points. I'm at 14 out of 16.
I'm 15 and I'm rearmed.
Heryn, you might
And
want to make
I'm
a
gonna-
time marker for this.
And I'm at one level of contamination.
I'm gonna see it, I promise.
Well, so as you all come to and fray yourselves of your bonds, I actually need all of you guys to roll me a Constitution saving throw against contamination, please. As you all have been down
Natural
here.
1.
Nice.
Single digits.
Single digits.
This is how we roll.
Wow.
All right.
Yes.
What was Seraphel's roll?
You want to
An
just
8.
kill us? You want to just
Oh,
kill
I
us
see.
right now?
I am now contaminated again.
2 levels of contamination myself.
This is, I guess. I don't know. Did I fail?
Yes. A 8 does fail, or 7.
Yeah.
I see 2 for you. I see a 7
Oh,
and a 10.
well, no. So the con save, those were 2 hit points. 7 is the hit points,
Okay.
and then the con save is 10.
Okay. So a 10 does succeed.
Okay.
Meets
gotcha.
it or beats it.
Okay. Yep.
But the 4 for Barbarossa, the 3 for Finnian, and the 8 for Seraphel is a fail, unfortunately. So you all do gain a level of contamination. And Seraphel, I need you to roll me a d10, please.
D10.
So, as you kind of are freed of your bonds and you gather yourself and kind of come to a lingering thought, just kind of creeps up, at the base of your skull and slowly just begins to envelop your entire brain. What's it called? All you can think is that my companions died in these ruins. I'm sorry, friends. You are just merely ghosts haunting me now. I know you aren't real. You should just stop trying to talk to other people. You you basically are under the impression that your companions around you have simply died and are now just apparitions that have stayed to haunt you, and you have that Drakkenheim madness until your next long rest.
And I have a phobia of rats as well, so this is going to be good.
Seraphel thinks we're all walking specters,
Yep, basically.
and Seraphel is still chained, and Heryn is still chained.
No, I assumed you guys. I said you went over to the other two and helped them.
I went to help them, so he thinks the specter ghost is freeing him from his bonds in the underworld.
Finnian, how is it possible you can touch these chains?
Well, what do you mean, Seraphel?
Your hand.
That sounds like gibberish.
I don't know what I'm saying, but there's no
Sound like
way.
a bloodshot.
There's no way you could possibly be touching these chains physically.
I slap him across the face. Not a hard slap. Like a get with it man slap. That feel like a ghostly slap?
That must have been. That must have been just a hard a rock or something that was thrown at me. I can't believe this. How can I be talking to someone that's dead? You're not here.
We're alive, you fool!
Oh.
Just then, you guys hear Petra slamming her boot on the ground and basically screaming behind her gag and just.
Run over to her and
Seraphel looks in shock. Who is that? Another ghost.
I run over to her and I cut her bonds.
She, do you rip off the tape? You rip off the tape, and it was like, you don't know what kind of tape it was, but it was some industrial grade adhesive that they stuck on her mouth. It literally like kind of pulled off, like she has some like scrapes and scabs, or not scabs, but like just like raw pieces of raw skin where you ripped the adhesive off. She goes, "Oh shit! Oh my god, my mouth!"
Language.
Oh, sorry, I forget. Oh, shoot.
Can you watch your fucking mouth?
She pulls down her wrists and she's rubbing them. She's, hey, what are you doing, girl? She pulls down her wrists and kind of looks at the four of you. Thank you, but could you have taken just a little bit more time next time, please?
We almost died. We had to gather our bearings.
We are. They're all dead.
No, you fool! We're alive.
I'm the only one that's alive. What happened here, Pet? Who are you?
She looks at you. They aren't dead.
Of course they are.
I'm not dead either. You aren't dead. Although
No, I was. I
probably
crawled through the
should be.
darkness. I crawled through the darkness to get here.
what?
You don't.
Seraphel, you've got to get it together, man.
You don't
Do
understand
you all
what
know
I've
him?
been through.
We know each other. Who are you? I am Finnian McLeod of the Clan McLeod.
She kind of straightens a little bit. I'm Lieutenant Petra Lang of the Hooded Lanterns. My patrol and I, we were ambushed not 2 hours ago.
Wouldn't be related to Aasimar Lang, would you?
Yes, he's my brother. How do you know that? How do you know him? Well, I've never seen you around before.
We helped them on the way here, but we are new to town.
What's that?
Oh, what brings you down here, young lady? Do you come here often?
Sorry. You say you are new in town?
What brings you down here, young lady? Are you come here often?
She almost chuckles. She says, "No, of course not. But what brought me here is probably what brought you all here too. I thought I had died. That I had been slain in battle.
You look just like your brother, except you were a girl.
She laughs. Well, yes, that's kind of how twins work most of the time.
It shows the family lineage is strong.
We have a friend that's bleeding here. Oh no, he's a ghost. Wait,
What do you expect me to
Not
do about
living.
that?
he's not. He's dead. It doesn't matter.
You all were here when they brought me here. Finnian, did you freeze?
How
no,
did
you
they-
didn't. You were just standing so still.
How did they catch you? How did they catch you?
They ambushed us, and I don't know who all is left. The last thing I remember was being hit by something hard in the back of the head, and it was lights out.
You all here. I hate to break it to you all, but can we wrap this up and head out of here? Let's catch up afterwards.
How's your arm? Oh, it doesn't. How can you be bleeding? You're dead already.
Seraphel, when you look at me, you notice I don't have any pupils and my eyes are spectre blue.
You seem to have changed a little bit.
Yes, let's focus on the task at hand.
Okay. Well, I'm not going back out there. I don't want to see those rats again.
I turn to Barbarossa and I say, "Let me have a look at your arm, friend."
Sure. Turn towards you.
I examine it using any medicinal skills I might have. I'm gonna roll a medicine check for a 15, even though one wasn't called for. And I'm gonna say to you, it's like it's been partially cauterized. We may need to finish the job.
Well, do what you must. I'm sure he won't be too happy with it, but do what you can.
Excuse me, who might not be too happy with it?
Like I said, let's focus on the task at hand.
Who? Just said someone might know. Are you talking? You mean the laughter that I heard? Him?
I'm sorry, friend.
One
I have
moment,
no idea
one
what you're
moment.
talking.
One moment, Seraphel. I turn to Barbarossa and I say, "Did you recently celebrate a birthday?"
Why, yes, I did.
I did as well. It's my birthday week, in fact.
You seem very compelled to continue basic conversation, but I'm trying to get us out of this hole.
If I'm not mistaken, we were here for Delirium.
Oh, delirium sounds good, but escaping with your lives probably sounds a little better to me.
I would like to find Delirium, but I don't know if I want to step a foot out this doorway.
Does anybody have a torch?
I can see in the dark. Oh, wait. Yes, of course. And I snap my
Do you have a
finger.
torch, Seraphel?
I have light. And I let out a light cantrip off of my... I put it on top of my head. And my hat.
Bright idea.
Yes.
I rip a piece off of my trousers and I wrap it around a femur bone and I hold it out to you, Seraphel, and I say, back there when you were shooting fire from your hands, can you shoot this rag?
I will try.
Might have to pause here for the DM.
The DM's gonna have to tell me if I can create fire. Anybody have anything in their inventory of fire creation nature or skills?
I got tons of stuff.
Well, I have a light spell that is on top of my hat right now. So we can
What I'm
see-
basically trying to do is to cauterize Barbarossa's gaping,
With fire.
Yes, with fire.
dripping wound with
Yes.
fire. I
So,
don't think light's gonna
if-
do that.
If a 11, I believe is what I rolled, if that hits, then DM will have to tell us.
I think there's a fire in the center of this room now.
Is there?
Oh, no, never mind. That's just a pile of bones.
That's blood and bones.
Yeah. If we have our bags, I have a bunch of fire starting stuff.
We have, I believe, we
do
have,
have
all
all
of
of
our
our-
inventory items.
All of our inventory.
And I'm assuming that we all would have picked our things up and returned them to our person by now.
By now. Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say at this point.
Well, let me see.
Wonder where he went to.
Um, oh, I do have oil and I do have a lamp.
Yeah, I think everyone should have like a hooded lantern and all that nonsense.
Yeah.
I do not.
Oh, but you started with
Petra-
the money.
Petra is a hooded lantern.
that
Classic. Classic.
is
Got 'em.
classic.
Got 'em.
No, I started the game with just the gold, so it's whatever I bought while we were in town or whatever I picked up. And I don't have very much, but I'm just trying to create a fire. GM, I've wrapped some rags around one of the femur bones on the ground. I'm trying to create a fire with which to further cauterize Barbarossa's gaping wound.
And Seraphel cast a firebolt with an 11. Does that hit the femur bone? And light it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I definitely would not have asked for a roll for that, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Petra, she actually because you wrapped the femur in like some scraps of clothing or what?
Yes.
So she actually comes over and she has like a small little tin that seems to be like some sort of survivalist kit, and she actually like dumps some what looks or appears to be like lamp oil or something. She kind of douses the scraps of clothing in it, and just illuminates it for even longer, making the torch last a tad bit longer.
I let it burn white hot, and then I turn and approach Barbarossa with it.
Nice. Barbarossa, do you need to do anything before Finnian finishes off the carterizing job?
No, it's quite all right.
Carterization?
It's not my body.
No, it's
Your
not.
eyes look to be a bit spectral blue there, sir.
I told you he was a ghost.
Like
And
like I said, everyone keep it down. We need to get out of here.
And I hold the burning embers to his shoulder.
Nice. So, you smell the, you begin to smell burning flesh, the singeing of hairs. Barbarossa, do you seem unfazed by this?
Yeah, I don't. Literally, there's zero reaction from me.
Nice. Lieutenant Petralang, she kind of stares at this and almost like a shiver is sent down her spine, and she kind of looks to Heryn, which is, you've been quite quiet. You know these three? You seem somewhat familiar. Have I seen you in Emberwood before?
I've been around, and I do know these people to some degree, yes. However, I'm just contemplating over my actions and how I found myself here. Seems I have had poor luck when it comes to matters of defending myself.
Well, you'll have plenty of time to reflect about your actions as soon as we escape this damn place. Do you all have a plan? How did you get in here? Did you come through the sewers?
Mudslide.
Mudslide? Right as she kind of says, mudslide? You begin to hear some commotion. So currently the entrance way right here is kind of piled up with small to medium-sized rocks. There's still a gap. There's a gap for a small creature that a small creature could fit through from the ceiling and the rock pile. Or, so you guys can kind of climb up and also kind of peek through. But it seems like they kind of drug you all in here, and every single time they store a new body or something, they pull all the rocks down and bring them back up, trying to seal them into the room.
I walk up to the pile and I start attempting to move and pull things from there quietly.
So, as you begin moving things, you do hear a commotion on the other side, kind of coming down from this corridor, almost towards the direction of where your last battle took place. At first, it was like a run away, phantoms! And then, you hear slashing of swords, this big gutting of rattlings, and it lasts for about 30 seconds, and then there's silence.
I turn back and shh.
And then another few seconds goes by. Then you all begin to hear the rocks slowly beginning to move, and then silence, and then almost as if it's being whispered on whatever faint breeze or draft might be flowing through these cavern walls. But you hear almost silenced by magic. You just hear a tick-a-tick-a-doo. Oh, Jupiter Jones. Tick-a-tick-a-doo. Oh, Jupiter Jones. Tick-a-tick-a-doo. And it gets closer and closer and closer, and eventually you just see these giant bare claws of human hands kind of reach up and on top of the pile, and you just hear, I am Jupiter Jones!
I must be dead! Because it's him?
And
We are all ghosts.
he throws the rock pile down almost all at once, and he's standing there. Do not worry, my dear friends. Jupiter Jones is here to rescue you for the first time, but it will not be the last, I promise you.
I throw the rock down that I was holding from the pile that I was pulling apart, and I just throw it down and say, I didn't need your help.
He laughs, no, but I offered it anyways. And therefore, you need not worry. Sir Jupiter Jones.
Offer declined.
Thank God Lord Jones is here! We are so fortunate he's found us!
As soon as
Praise be to Lord Jones!
You see Leamington Whithalf. He, strumming a lute. Yes, oh yes, you are so lucky. Jupiter Jones has saved you today. Yeah, just like, begins strumming super loud, and Jupiter Jones puts a finger straight up to his lips. Quiet now, Bard. We need to be stealthy. Sweetheart, stop it. Oh.
Barbarossa, your friends are here.
Oh, perfect. I give the biggest curtsy you've ever seen without any actual dress on. And I reach over and I go to shake Jupiter Jones' hand and I say, I trust you got my gift at the hotel.
He chuckles. Why, yes. And do not worry. You will find some gifts of your own when the time is right, my good friend. You all are quite the pesky group of people, I would say. First, you're insulting one's honor. Then you're having a bit of prankster fun. I think we're going to be good friends, especially now that you owe me one. I, Jupiter Jones, has saved the day again.
What are you doing down here?
Why, I am saving the day, as I always am.
We are eternally grateful.
As you should be. Now, if you would so kindly step into my kind mage's bubble of darkness. And he kind of gestures. Yes, my love. Yeah, I'm using the iPad. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Oh.
He gestures over to the whatchamacallit area where you all had your battle, and there's just this cloud of darkness. It's just kind of like emanating throughout the room, and slowly multiple people kind of come out. A large bald man, not really wearing any armor or any weapons, just kind of comes by, cracks his knuckles, gives you all a nod, and kind of takes up a sentry in the back. Another one steps out holding a crossbow. And as Jupiter Jones kind of returns your handshake, Barbarossa, and sees you're missing an arm, he says, "Oh, not to worry, my dear friend. Lauren, get up here!" And a small little halfling kind of starts bounding her way up. Says, "Oh, what is it, Jupiter? What can I do for you?" He's talking this really, really fast, jittery cadence. He says, "Do you think you could work something up for the, I don't know what's going on with his eyes, but I know with the arm you could fix." And she goes, "Yeah, I could come up with something. Sure, it might take me a day or two, but I got you. And she like kind of pulls out her a little notebook and starts like jotting down a design or two. And just like from the cloud of darkness, you just hear a voice saying, "I can only hold my concentration for so long, Jupiter. We need to get moving. This place is dangerous." And he goes, "Ah, yes. You guys wouldn't happen to see there she is, Lieutenant Petra Lang." And he kind of pushes past Heryn and like stepping over large boulders, kicking them to the side. literally just like walking over the pile of detritus as if it's not even there, and he like kind of swoops her up, kind of cradling her. He says, "Your brother has requested your rescue, and I am here for that rescue." She says, "Put me down," and she like scrambles out of his arms. He goes, very well, very well." But he like puts his hand on her back. He begins like pushing her along under the guise of just like gently guiding her. But he begins pushing her. Jupiter
What's
Jones
that sphere?
That is the orb of darkness that's emanating around the room.
And he
I
wants
step
us,
into it.
He wants us to go into that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he basically
I
stops.
step into it without question.
He says, I wasn't expecting the four of you, but I will rescue any and all who come across my path.
We had a little trouble with some rats.
They are pesky creatures. I'll give you some advice. Stomp on them first, and then stab them.
I don't want to see rats again. I don't even. Is it safe? Is it safe to come out of this room?
No, it is not safe. But
Come
you will be
into
fine.
the darkness, Seraphel.
Walk
Sorry,
me out,
Seraphel.
please. Somebody walk me out to the darkness. I'm scared to go. Where are the rats? I don't want to see them again. What am I asking?
Seraphel!
Why am I asking you? You're not even alive, half of you. Fine, Mr. Jones, take my hand, please.
Do not worry.
I have two hands, by the way.
Do not worry, frightened wizard. I will
Yes.
protect you. You
Thank
have a man
you.
of real skill here now. Do not worry.
Excellent.
He,
Bring me to the darkness. Get me out of here.
the rest of his crew begins moving into the darkness along with Petra, Jupiter Jones, Limington Whithalf, and Brutus and Jimmy. Jupiter Jones are the last to exit. Now, Stella, there's the person who this darkness is emanating from. He says, "All right, everyone grab someone's hand. We need to stay in this darkness. The exit's not too far." Now,
DM,
Jupiter,
can I see in this darkness? Does my dark vision work in this darkness?
No, it does not. It is the spell darkness.
Okay.
I reach out for a hand. Do I grasp one?
Yes, you actually feel this like small, clammy hand. It's like very calloused, and you hear the sweet, sultry tones. "Do not worry, Limington Whithalf will guide you." Almost as if he like sings everything.
I'm hanging on to. I'm hanging on to Jupiter Jones.
Oh
I
yes,
I let my snake slither through my sleeve and sort of bind my hand to his.
as he feels that, he's he almost like shrieks. But
Don't worry, he's a friend.
As soon as you say it, his like shriek goes into like and then so everyone kind of gathers hold of each other, and Jupiter Jones says, "Do not worry, I shall guide the orb of darkness," and he kind of steps out.
Oh damn, DM, I lost myself.
Oh, that you did.
I'm off the map.
Not no mo.
There I am.
So Jupiter Jones guides the here, let me do this here. Jupiter Jones guides the group through the very tight and narrow. I'm not going to kind of have you guys all line up, but he kind of goes up and then takes a sharp right, and he says, "To the sewers!" And you hear, Brutus say, "Jupiter, quiet! We're not in the clear." "Ah, yes. Stealthy." And he begins slowly making his way down the corridor. Now, everyone, roll me d6s, please. Heryn and Barbarossa, you guys have been a little quiet. I just want to make sure before you all leave the Rattling Burrow, anything you guys would like to say or add to the group.
In confidence to Barbarossa, I would say quietly, we sure wasted our time down here.
I don't know if it's a waste when you're with friends. And I put my arm around you, kind of like a girl going to homecoming, like on your arm.
You must be
And,
delirious, my friend.
I like stay very close to you.
Delirious or not, came down here for something, and we are leaving without it.
Yes. Delirium doesn't really interest me, or Barbarossa for that matter, so... I mean, we just came here out of sheer stupidity, I guess.
You or Barbarossa?
I'm sorry. Can we continue?
Okay.
The group begins to be led through this very dark and dank tunnel. The earthen walls eventually begin to give way to partially concrete brick. It seems like it's beginning to maybe the sewer tried to expand this way and then it maybe wasn't finished. You're unsure, but Stella Dorth, she deactivates her darkness spell. And eventually Jupiter Jones comes up to what looks like to be a cave, and there's this large boulder that's been pushed up against what looks like to be some sort of entrance. And he says, "What? Now, Leamington, remind me, this boulder was not here when we came through this hole, correct?" Leamington, "No, of course it wasn't. We just waltzed on through and we had no opposition whatsoever." And he says, "This is not good news, Leamington." He shuffles around and almost like a parent kind of scolding their child at a supermarket, kind of screams. The four of you down there, any ideas? He explains the situation. He explains that this is the way that they infiltrated the rat's nest to rescue you all. They came through the sewers, and and now this way was unblocked before, but now seemingly has a large boulder pushed up against the hole, seemingly sealing it shut.
I'll make my way up to where Jupiter is, and I'll say, "Sir, I would guess that they've triggered a cave-in. It's a good bet the Rattlings know we're here."
"You think the Rattlings caused this?"
It's my first guess.
Why can't you all just pass through the rock? Your apparitions.
What's wrong with your friend?
Float through it.
He's a little out of it, sir. Sorry.
Did you say there were more rats ahead?
No.
let's hope.
Won't. Oh, no. I will not go ahead. If there are more rats, I'm staying put. But don't leave my side, Mr. Jones. Stay with me. Stay here. You said you'd protect us.
Seraphel, do you believe Mr. Jones is alive?
How could he not? Look at these rippling muscles. They're almost protruding from underneath my armor.
I think he's alive, yes.
But
the
we're
rest
all
of you-
ghosts.
Absolutely. You should be able to pass through the rock.
If those
Finnian?
muscles are so big, why can't you move the rock?
Show them, Jupiter! Push the rock!
His jaw almost drops to the ground. Same with Leamington Whithalf's. He goes, "After all I've done," and he stretches his back, cracks his neck.
After all you've done, you've infiltrated in the shadows?
He's a hero.
One might say I strategized. But nonetheless, this is not the place for some disagreement of such nature. We need to get to safety. My main concern is Miss Petra Lang. The four of you, as far as I'm concerned, are stowaways, which is fine. My ship has plenty of room. But nonetheless, you've stowed away.
You don't seem to be rescuing very well. We're just standing here.
At that, he doesn't even say anything. He's like, he almost like puts his finger away, puts his fist down.
You're a hero, Mr. Jones. Push on the rock. Get us out of here.
And he literally like is standing there strained for like almost a full 60 seconds trying to push the rock, and finally, I do require some assistance. But I still got you out of that nest.
Who is the strongest among us? Mine's a 12.
It wouldn't be I.
Who looks to be the strongest among
Heryn.
us?
It's with a 10.
Oh, you're a dex monk. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind. Barbarossa, what's
However-
your strength?
I can try.
I don't know if my strength really applies here.
With his one hand, he's going to push it.
He just screams, Brutus, get your meaty hands up here. And Brutus begins cracking his knuckles. Oh, I forgot to put him on this map.
I'm going to cast guidance with Brutus. I'm going to get with Brutus and say, look, big man, just apply all your pressure here, and I think you've got this, and I'll cast guidance.
He, shakes his head at you, and the both of them begin pushing on the stone. All right, and then
Don't suppose he needs an extra D4?
21. Gonna roll it either way. Oh, that was a save. Whoops. I didn't mean to roll saves. So
I get
the two of them are able to slowly push the boulder to the side. It kind of, you hear this crunching of metal and wood. Finally, as the boulder crushes this pile of gears and debris, but he steps inside, followed by Brutus, and you can see he's just kind of scanning the room, just kind of going left and right, and he turns around. I don't think there should be any more hiccups, but we've not far now. And he just walks over here to the edge and says, do mind the water. As you can see, it's quite contaminated. But he kind of points and says, we can go up that ladder right there. That's where we entered through the sewers.
That ladder right there, huh?
Petra Lang, she kind of comes over, climbs up the ladder, and tries to open up the it's like a trapdoor, like a hatch, not like a sewer grate, but she tries to push it open. She looks down. There's something blocking the way. I don't know if it's a crate or something, but the door doesn't even move.
Well, get the strong man to push on the door.
Jupiter Jones says, Brutus? Brutus makes his way over. Let's see if he can do it. Same result. He goes to push it with all of his might. He even tries to position himself to push it with both hands.
I'll give him a guidance.
Nice. I'll go ahead and roll once more. Unfortunately, a 15 is still not enough. It does begin to budge, but it falls back down, and he actually kind of falls off and almost falls into the water, but Jupiter Jones is there to catch him. Jupiter Jones, he says, just so the monk doesn't say anything, walks over to the ladder, cracks his knuckles once again, and shimmies up. Just because I could see it in Heryn's face. He was locked and loaded.
Some rescue party.
Oh. Yeah, Jupiter Jones also cannot get it open.
Maybe Heryn could attempt it.
Shall I show you how it's done?
By all means, if it gets us out of the sewer, I have no objections.
So, you walk past everybody.
Yeah, I imagine you guys have all kind of filed into that room. I'm not expecting you all to move your tokens precisely where you're at.
I put my hand, fingers distance up to this panel, and I'm going to punch up to it.
Nice.
With all the force I can, and I'm actually going to. Can I use Flurry of Blows on this?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's phenomenal.
For this one-handed.
Yeah, of course.
Punch.
It's got AC and hit points, so for sure.
It does. 21 to hit.
Yes, that is a hit, but I was going to you clicked it before I could get it out.
Yeah.
But with your setup and your
So I'm holding on to the ladder this,
I was gonna say you can roll your to hit with advantage to see if you want to see if it's a critical hit.
Okay. I'll just roll again.
You've already hit, so nonetheless you
yeah.
can't miss. But
Yeah. So yeah, that 21 to
all
hit,
right.
and then that's a lot of damage, but
Not seeing Heryn's rolls.
No.
you're not.
I am.
Are you rolling to DM?
I am.
Roll to
There
everyone.
you go.
Dumbass.
What a dumbass.
Oh, what happened to my map?
What a dumbass.
Did the map just wig out for you guys? You got maps that
No.
good for you guys? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I could see the map.
All right, cool. That's fine. I just I had to refresh my. I don't know what was happening.
But yeah, so I punch up, and I punch up to this panel. See
So
what happens.
as you punch, it literally just almost it doesn't crumble, but like in karate, it just almost as if the board was meant to be hit at that exact spot to be split in two.
That's right.
And it splits almost perfectly, very cleanly in two, and just kind of falls. The one half falling, the other half kind of falling on its hinges. And sure enough, you look up and there's another this part. This stone is almost carved, it's like a flat piece of stone that's been pushed over over this hatch.
And I would put my hand up to push, but nothing happens.
You can give me a strength check to see if something does happen. Also, Finnian, I know your token is there, but that is water currently.
Oh. I wouldn't have
So,
put myself in water.
I figured. So yeah, right now the only walkable surfaces are the room right here, this stretch, and then this concrete right here, So yeah, that strength check, same thing. Jupiter Jones, he says, well, I didn't try to hit the trapdoor, all right? I just tried to open the trapdoor. If I hit it, it would have disintegrated, not just broken into 2 pieces. I'm just
sure,
saying.
Jupiter. We all believe you, Jupiter.
Have to try something.
While this is happening, I'm sorry. While this is happening, I'd like to take a closer look at the snake that I have wrapped around my body. Do the eyes have long, straight pupils or rounded pupils?
Which one do you want it to have? I'm not too sure.
I want it to have diamond pupils.
Perfect. It has diamond pupils. What does that mean? I know nothing about snakes, so I don't know what you're trying to.
That's an indicator that they have venom, and I'm going to ask it very nicely if I can extract some of its venom from its fangs.
Oh. You kind of look at it, and it's literally like kind of Puss in Boots almost. Its eyes are big and gleaming, staring up at you. And you guys just kind of have that moment of like, yeah, buddy, I got you. And it almost
I'm gonna hold it.
It basically... Yeah, go for it.
Going to lovingly hold one of my empty glass flasks that I've picked up along the way to the snake's fang and milk some venom from it lovingly.
Nice. It very lovingly back provides as much to fill the vial. Excuse me.
The snake has a sort of a pattern of like a Hershey's Kiss pattern on both sides of its back, alternating.
Ooh.
Brownish, greenish tint to it. Yellowish, brownish, greenish tint.
I love it.
Very mellow brown color, and I milk its venom into a glass vial, and then I will add some darts. I think I can fit about 3 darts in this vial. I'm going to add those.
Ooh, perfect.
Just for
poison darts.
clarification, good old timestamp here. Because I had to walk away. Was there a locking mechanism on that thing you were trying to open?
No,
it was a stone slab.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, I would hop down off the ladder.
I guess I could.
That.
I guess I could take a whack at it, perhaps.
Mr. Jones, in a time like this, we need a song.
As soon as you say
Some
we need a
inspiration.
song, you hear dun 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 dun. Do not worry, young wizard. I, limited would have provide all the entertainment one should need. Jupiter Jones, Sir Jupiter Jones, he is the valiant, strong one. I am
Seraphel.
Yes.
Come on. You asked him for the song.
We need some inspiration.
Never wished to play a bard so desperately in my entire life.
Well,
He literally just like turns the song into
Don't-
like how you asked for music for entertainment, but he turns it into how like you should have asked for Jupiter Jones to provide physical support or maybe a hug.
I don't want to run into rats again, and I thought maybe a song would make us feel comfortable.
Roll me perception.
I scamper
check,
up the ladder.
Perception check. There it is.
Whoa, buddy!
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Critical success. Wish you'd been trying to open that fucking hatch with that roll.
Right?
Well, the
I meant a perception check for everyone, not just Seraphel.
for everyone.
Oh, everyone needs a perception.
Yes, please.
Why didn't you say? Why didn't you just tell me everyone should roll a perception?
I think the entertainment is inspirational, Mr. Jones.
So,
22.
Finnian, Seraphel, Heryn, you all almost immediately kind of clock it like, yes, my love. Sorry. Yep, Finnian, you were just about to like climb and scurry up the ladder, right as you guys kind of all clock it. You guys kind of hear, it's coming down from this way, right here, to the west of you all. But it's the sound of like of a water, of like something kind of coming up out of the water, and then quickly coming back down. It's just like it was very like a bloop. It's very quiet, but it was unnatural to the sounds of what's kind of going on around you.
Friends, keep an eye on the sewage.
Jupiter Jones just, yes, I heard it too. Right as he says that.
Is it fish, people?
Something in the water.
Something in the wind.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
Almost like he's, Jupiter Jones says, yes, I heard it too. And like right as he kind of says that, all of you guys kind of see these dark shadows rushing towards you from underneath the water. They all kind of pop out, not like popping out of the water, but they all just kind of like dolphins. So you guys can kind of see them swimming and coming towards you all. Everyone, go ahead and roll me initiative, please.
Natural 20, baby.
All right. Heryn is 16. Seraphel a 13. Barbarossa a 9. Finnian a 21. I see. At the top of the round, Finnian.
I'm gonna try to scamper up the ladder and strike the lid with my greatsword. The pommel of it. To try to crush it.
Oh, you're trying to attack the stone that's laying above the exit? Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm going for a strike on the slab with my greatsword.
Go ahead and roll it.
With the very fat pommel.
Nice.
Oh!
Love that.
Double damage, baby.
What is the critical damage?
The greatsword has a is that right? A 4d6 plus 1. 25 is max damage.
4d6?
That's what it says.
Wow. You have a base greatsword?
That's what it says. Check my character sheet if you don't believe me.
It's not that I don't believe you. I'm just bewildered.
It's more of shock.
Yeah, I just want to see it.
Now it's different. Now it says 2d6.
It's because you rolled a critical on D&D Beyond, so it was applying double.
That is why.
That's why.
Okay.
So yes,
so
it's
13
2.
is max
So
damage.
13. Okay, I was like, whoa, that's crazy cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so 13.
That's wild. It automatically applied critical damage to the roll.
Yep.
What if? We'll have to remember that.
Yes, that we will.
Anyhow, I'm gonna roll the dice
Please
and
do,
add
yes.
a 13 to the total. Didn't roll that great, but with the critical hit, that's an 18 damage.
Nice. So You and it like with all of your might throw the weight of the sword, the weight of your body into the stone, and it almost like it flies. You hit it so hard that it kind of bounces up and it moves over. You can actually kind of see up into the sky above.
I see daylight.
Yes.
I say, this way, friends, and I use my movement to scamper out of there.
So, there's not enough space for a creature to fit through. You need maybe one more good hit I guess now you can get your hands and use a strength check. But it does take an action, so you need one more good strength check or hit to get it fully out of the way.
Alrighty.
What else? What have you got? What else have you got for us, Finnian?
Nothing.
Heard.
I'll hold my position on the ladder.
Finnian, the music's a little loud for me. Can you turn it down?
Oh shit! Sorry. Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt in the middle of a turn. Yeah, that's perfect. So.
Yeah, it was a little loud, wasn't it? I just felt the fire of battle.
Petra Lang comes over here, right towards the edge, pulling out her longbow that she had picked up in the room there, firing at the Deep Knight. Nice. Definitely a hit. Nice, doing 10 damage, and you can tell she hit it in such a way that its speed is going to be slowed. Oh, she's going to make 3 attacks. So yeah, she's going to fire off 2 more shots. Nice. Those 2 miss, unfortunately. But she ends her turn. Jupiter Jones literally kind of just stands on this pile of debris, and thrusts his sword almost like as if he's spear fishing down onto aquatic Dreg Sea. Nice.
Whiffed it, Jupiter.
50 points of damage, severely bloodying that dreg. So one more. Nice. Wiping out Dreg Sea. Heryn, you're up.
Finnian is above me. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe not directly above you. I know your tokens are stacked on top of each other, but I imagine you're maybe right to the side of the ladder.
How tall is the ladder?
Yeah, how tall is the ladder?
Oh, it's 6 feet.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Can I...
Yeah, the ceilings of the sewers are 6 feet from the ledge.
Within
10
this
feet
turn,
from the bottom of the canal.
Okay. Within this turn, can I ask Finnian to switch me out? Is that possible to do within my turn?
I'll let you use your bonus action and your interaction to say switch me and pull him down while kind of Legolas style, pulling yourself up onto the horse,
and then I'll kind of
or the ladder. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so I grab onto the ladder rungs, pull myself up with my staff in hand, and now that there's a little bit of space open, I'm gonna stick my staff in there and see if I can wedge it to pop it or slide the slab.
For sure. I will let you do whatever gives you the most advantage, whether it's an attack with advantage or an acrobatics check with advantage, just because you're going to have a lot of leverage.
Sure.
So I don't know necessarily the specifics of your character sheet, so whichever one gives you the best odds, go ahead and pick that.
Yes. I think it would be... Could athletics be that?
Yeah, absolutely. And it is with advantage.
All right. Well, then I'm just gonna give you another one.
Nice.
Okay,
So
14.
it takes all of your might, but you do end up moving it all the way, creating the exit for you all.
Our exit is free, everyone.
Anything else for us, Heryn?
Yeah, I'm assuming my goal is to escape, so I pop through, and
All right.
I don't believe I have anything I can do against these foes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move you right here,
Sure.
just to signify that you're kind of up and out.
Yes.
The deep night kind of dives back into the water, and bursting out, standing up, not even jumping out of the water, kind of in between Finnian and Petra. Then you see this deep knight as he kind of erupts with both of his arms. He's actually carrying a shield and a like a harpoon, almost that he could throw. But he goes for a bite straight at Petra. I think that is a miss. Yes, it is. He then thrusts his harpoon towards Finnian.
Hit.
All right. That is going to be 11 piercing damage. Livington kind of slides. He runs and kind of slides in between the legs of Seraphel and Brutus coming out over here. And with almost like a multi-tonal strum of his lute, not a lyre, of his lute, he just casts Healing Word on Finnian. Oh, of course. It's not. Off.
Snake eyes!
2d2 plus 3, so that's not 2d2, 2d6, so that's 5 points of healing. Seraphel, you're up.
So Seraphel casts a starts to cast a cantrip, and his fingers become icy blue, and he shoots off a ray of frost at the deep night. Does that hit?
Meets it, it beats it.
Okay.
And Seraphel.
His armor class is 13.
I said, wait, what?
Wow.
18.
18?
Yeah. I was like 13. I thought I said
13.
18 to hit.
So I hit it for 1 point of damage.
So, Seraphel, your fingertips
Full 1 point.
turn blue, and right as you cast Ray of Frost, you hear this overwhelming, the sound of the world, the battle around you fades out, and all you hear is just and then everything comes back, and it happens in just a second, and right as the frost bolt leaves the ray of frost, leaves your fingertips, it gains this octarine sheen to it that your spells have not had. You've never really seen this before, but it gives that same glow, that same ambient light that Delirium would give off. But you fire your ray of frost, hitting the deep night for 1 point of damage. What else have you got for us?
And then I proceed to move to the ladder.
Finnian is at the base of it.
Okay. Well.
And he elbows him out of the way.
I'll allow like Finnian to use his reaction to like boost you up, since he's in the way, you know.
Well, I remember I'm 7
he wants
feet
to.
tall. I'm 7
Oh.
feet. How big is the?
That's fair. You're already like crouched because it's only
Yep.
6 feet tall to the
Yep.
ceiling from where you're standing.
Okay. I reach up with my hands.
Yeah, you don't even have to climb the ladder. You can just
Right.
climb out the hole.
Okay.
Hey, like if you like come up to the hole, your head would literally stick out of it a whole foot.
Okay. Do you want me to roll an acrobatics or anything, or?
No. You can
Okay.
you can pull
Okay.
yourself up.
I pull myself up, and I guess
All right.
I'm out of
So,
the
yeah.
hole.
Same with Heryn. Brutus. Literally 5, 10, 15. Like runs towards the deep night and just jumps on the large creature. We do d20 plus 3. Let's see, doesn't have it unarmed. Nice. Dirty 20. So he literally like jumps on the deep knight, kind of swings himself around, and like he's on the back of the knight, and he's with his feet kind of pulling the head of the deep knight, kind of grappling it in place, holding it there. And you just hear Jupiter Jones, "That's my Brutus!" Barbarossa, you're up.
Well, I won't be making the same mistake Barbarossa did. Cunning action, disengage, and I will run straight towards Finnian and try to jump off him into the ladder. And
Nice. You easily can. Escaping. All right.
As
Anything
Barbarossa
else?
makes it up there, I give him like a bro like arm shake.
I reach out with the wrong arm.
Yeah, right. And it's like, and it's all like uncomfortable, like when you go to handshake somebody, but it's the wrong one. You're like, oh,
Turns into like a shoulder bump.
yeah, right.
You guys have all
It's like
seen
this weird, like this.
Predator where he's like, "Dylan, you son of a..."
You
But instead
son
of like the clap, it's just
Right.
one arm because he
But
reaches with the wrong one.
The wrong side, and it's kind of like, yeah, and we just like comfortably, like uncomfortably, thumbs up.
Love it.
What do we
All
see
right.
up here, by the way?
So I was gonna wait until the top of the round, but nonetheless, I'll go ahead and pull it up. So, Heryn, this right here is the stone slab that was kind of pulled up
Right.
over the sewer grate. You kind of pop up, kind of taking behind refuge behind it. So you now have Seraphel and Finnian here.
Seraphel and Barbarossa.
Or yes, sorry, not Finnian, Barbarossa. He's Sorry, my daughter was saying goodnight. So the three of you, as you kind of like look around, I'm sorry, there's debris from blown out houses and other storefronts all around you. The sounds of the city are quiet, except for you do hear just the like it's the ravage, tearing and ripping and eating of flesh. You kind of like peek your heads around the large boulder that's there, and you can see two delirium dregs. Their flesh torn and ripped to pieces in places, rotting in others. There are tentacles sprouting from odd places. The occasional eye open from the neck, or maybe even the armpit. and also a dreg that looks similar, but has its arms are these giant tentacles and 4 other large tentacles sprouting from its back. Its tongue just protruding out of itself, being bitten with every single bite of the horse's flesh. They are wearing the same hooded lantern cloaks that you saw Petra Lang wearing. There's a scout and a riding horse, obviously taken out by these dregs, but they're just being devoured. They're currently paying you no mind, but that's what you guys see on the surface. Any questions, comments, concerns before I switch back to the other group?
Based on what we're taking in right now, do I recognize this area as being inside the city walls?
Oh, yes. So no, sorry, not inside the city walls.
Okay, like because we traversed in the tunnels so much and in the sewers that our my sense of direction is probably a little bit off.
So you look around and you know that you left, entered the sewers at least at number 6.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're kind of looking around and you actually see the dome of St. Vitruvio's Cathedral to the northeast of you, which kind of puts you... Well, don't ignore that second ping, sorry.
Oh, okay.
That will probably put you right around here.
Okay.
Towards the edge of the city.
Ping the dome again.
11 on the map.
We can see that dome from that far off, huh?
You can see the very tip of it. It's like the spire.
I can't see it. I'm still underground.
You cannot.
Yes. The Cathedral of St. Vitruvio is huge. The walls, the towers, the tower or the turrets of the walls are 60 feet high. The walls themselves are 40 feet tall. The cathedral, the spire itself stands 140 feet tall. So you can kind of see the spire of it, and you could just, with the landmarks you see and where you at, you kind of orient yourself. You're in the southwestern area of what's known as the Sprawl.
Very close to the edge of the city.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Let me go back to the
Quick,
street.
quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, this is out of game. I'm sorry.
No, you're all good.
If I want to change the picture to Seraphel, can I do that through my Zoom? Or no?
Oh, you mean
What?
Zoom question? I don't know about that.
Yeah.
What is it?
Can I bring up my picture of Seraphel for a moment, so you guys aren't seeing me eating chips right now?
Oh, I don't know how. Well, I guess I can.
Turn off your
I have
Is
some.
it hide self view?
No, that's hide self view.
Okay.
Hides
All
you.
right, okay.
Hides you.
Okay.
But I do have this.
I just don't want, you guys to see me eating chips every 5 minutes. I just want to. There we go. And
Okay.
when I'm done, I'll give you a thumbs up.
When you talk, I'll just unmute.
Okay.
I'll
All right.
hide you.
Okay.
LOL.
Thank you.
Hello.
So, anything else with the upper level group?
Oh, Barbarossa.
Yeah, just like any more questions before I move on.
Yeah.
Back to the next turn. All right. Going back. We are the aquatic dregs. The aquatic dreg B, beelines it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
He didn't
Yeah.
pass within an opportunity attack of those two.
Unfortunately, no. So vertically, yes, but he's also, because he was swimming underneath the water. Yeah. So he kind of pops back up and lunges towards Brutus with his spear. Missing, though. Jupiter Jones also gets an attack on him. Missing as well. We are back at the top of the round. This aquatic dread, he jumped up out of the water onto the walkway itself. Let me go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. Bing, bang, boom, pop, bing, bang, pow. Top of the round, Finnian, you are at the base of the ladder. What have you got for us?
I have the power of my god, the wonderful and holy Dion Shet. I channeled divine energy directly from him into a creature I can see within 30 feet, which is the Deep Knight. He must make a saving throw.
Of what kind?
A DC 13 con save.
Nice. Fails. Oh, yes, fails.
That is a fail, and so he will take a D8 plus my wisdom mod, which is 3. So a D8 plus 3.
Nice.
Of radiant damage. Whoops. I didn't roll it yet.
Okay.
I did not roll it yet. I am trying to get it to roll to everyone. Rolling the D8 now.
Whoa, nice max damage. So 11?
11 points of radiant damage erupts
Love
from his
it.
fucking innards.
You can see it escaping out of his mouth, eyes, and nostrils. Anything else for us, Finnian?
Nope, all in my turn.
All right, not moving. Petra Lang. She is going to pull out 2 short swords, slashing 3 times at the Deep Knight. Dang, only hitting once, unfortunately. His hide is thick. Doing 9 points of slashing damage. She is then going to use her bonus action to disengage. Screaming to Finnian, "Give me a boost!" as she jumps up the ladder. Jupiter Jones. Continue, sorry.
I help her out of the hole.
All right. Jupiter Jones. He is going to slash with his great sword on the last aquatic drag. Nice. He is going to add a smite on top of that.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Completely eviscerating this aquatic drag. And commands with his reaction, "Up the ladder!" Heryn, your turn. You're kind of sorta in combat, not in combat. The dregs, there's the battle going going on just 6 feet below you, but there's also those 3 dregs, just to the west of you. But they've obviously not seen you or heard you. There's plenty of debris and stuff in the way. This right here, this wall is still standing, but the rest of the building is not.
okay.
So I know the map's a little confusing, but this is a window, this is shadow, window, shadow.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's like where
Okay,
you see shadow, there's still walls standing. Where there's not,
So, but we're still at least some. I wouldn't say undercover, but just not detected.
exactly. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you're pretty much the only one that's like directly behind the boulder. Seraphel and Barbarossa probably have partial cover, or Barbarossa actually he's behind the wall there. But Seraphel, I mean, you guys are all undetected.
Okay. Going to move. I see. I see the hooded lantern scout? Correct.
Yes, but he's very obviously no longer alive.
Oh, he's no longer alive. Yeah, I
Yeah,
see
so-
him.
He's been unalived, as
He's
the
been
kids say.
unalived.
Yeah, like his chest is literally splayed open, and the two dregs are devouring on the innards. The horse is slowly being devoured. Like its face is being munched on by the tentacle dreg. You can see it's like tentacles on its back, reaching over like Doc Ock, like pulling parts off and putting it into the mouth of the dreg like an elephant.
Okay.
The grotesque scene.
Based on past instances where a rat kills me in one strike, I feel very weak in this place. And so I do not believe I'm going to engage with them. I'm gonna forfeit my round. I don't have
You
anything
want to
do.
hold any action,
Just gonna
perhaps?
I'm gonna stay on guard for things that are around me,
Okay.
but I'm waiting to see Finnian. I honestly, I've seen my people come up 3 or 4, and so I'm just looking at the hole, but I'm looking over to make sure that the drag's not engaging with us.
Heard that. Back to the rattling burrow, or not the burrow. Sorry, the sewers. The deep night tries to pull off, breaking the grapple that Brutus has. He is not able to break through the grapple. He just uses his entire turn trying to reach back and like slam Brutus up against the wall, but Brutus is literally just like holding this thing in a chokehold, using his legs to brace it, pull it back. Limington runs over. Let's see, what does he got? He is going to this last drag. He is going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Wish I had some spell slots.
Nice. Does fail. Drops to the ground into the water laughing. See, that was fine.
That's on the aquatic trig deal?
Yes, it is. I'll mark it with pink because he's laughing. And pink's funny. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So yes, Livington can make it up the ladder. Again, he's literally just like climbs up Finnian. Making it up top. Seraphel is up top. Your turn, Seraphel. You're muted.
Do we have a Seraphel? Is he mute? Yeah, he is.
I'm going to attempt to help the hooded lantern across the way.
He is very obviously dead.
He's dead.
He is from literal chin to pelvic bone. He has been splayed open and his
That-
innards are being
that's
devoured.
why when I recognized that he was dead, that's why I stayed still, because if I wasn't going to attempt to alert the dreg.
I was about to start to cast a spell, and I decided to look
Wait.
again, and I backed the spell off, and instead I moved towards the ladder, and with my huge body and my torso, I bend back down into the ladder and I attempt to grab Finnian to pull him up.
I don't think he has much of a choice.
Just grabs a manhandle.
Not even looking at him.
Now,
You
I'm
picked
not
up.
very strong, so I will probably have to roll some kind of strength check to do
So I will say, Finnian, you just like pushed Livington Whithalf up through the hole, and as soon as he kind of cleared the threshold, you just see Seraphel's giant hand kind of coming through, and you just feel like you're in your mind, you're just like the claw.
this.
You know are you letting him grab you like a cat from behind on the brim of the shirt and kind of hoist you up?
I suppose I don't have much of a choice.
All right, Seraphel, give me a strength check or save, whichever is higher, with advantage, please. They're probably the same with you, knowing a wizard. With advantage.
Oh, with advantage.
Worse.
So,
I can't reach him.
you get him and you're like, ugh. Yeah, you literally try twice and you're like, you just like look at me like, climb up, I can't lift you. That is your action, trying to lift him up, and unfortunately you're not strong enough. You got any bonus action or anything you'd like to...
You are a ghost! I can't! My hand is going through you!
Anything else for a Seraphel?
I stand back up and then I crouch down behind this rock over here
All right.
and I hide. I attempt to hide.
Back to the sewers. Brutus continuing to keep his hold. Barbarossa, you're up. Let me...
I take a look around. Is there a clear path to escape or no?
So yeah, you've got you're like what looks like used to be some sort of alley or maybe service like road perhaps, but you could easily escape unnoticed if you guys stay quiet through either going down this road right here, sneaking through the building and then leaving through this road, or just literally walking up to the north and using that building as cover.
Okay, I'll make my way up to this building right here. Is there a window on this side or no?
Yeah, so as you kind of like look in, you can see the inside of the building kind of looks like the rest of this building. There's just rocks and wood. It looks like an explosion almost has kind of gone off. But if you wanted to kind of go into the building, you could.
I'll just cunning action, or I'll just hide, and then I'll end my turn.
All right. Whoops. Oh. The aquatic drag from laughter. Let's see if it can snap out. It cannot. Top of the round. Oh, what the heck? I don't know why it skipped Finnian. But Finnian, we are at the top of the round. It's your turn.
I cannot be skipped. I look at the Deep Night. How does it appear to be health-wise?
It's got a few scratches on it, but, you know, it's not taking very many hits. What's holding it back right now is Brutus, who's literally got to, like, you know, both arms around the neck. His legs are pressed up against its spine. He's kind of like using that leverage to pull the Deep Night back and kind of keep it distracted by trying to reach Brutus, but it just can't. It doesn't have the dexterity or the mobility.
So would you say Brutus and I have it flanked, and I could roll a hit on it with advantage?
It's grappled, so you already have advantage.
I'd like to use my greatsword on the Deep Night.
Nice.
I attempt to strike it. I forgot to roll with advantage, so I'm going to roll twice.
An
Okay,
18
first
beats it,
one
beats it.
is an 18 to hit. And
That is a hit.
Damage.
Nice.
8 points of damage, and I will use my movement since it can't attack me opportunistically. It's grappled. I scurry up the ladder.
Yes, sir. Finnian hops out on top of the ladder. Anything else for Finnian?
I look around, survey my surroundings, and see what there is to be seen, and I will use the rest of my movement to head north.
Towards Barbarossa?
How far can I get?
So you
Towards
use
Barbarossa.
You use about I'll say 5 feet getting up the ladder.
I move towards Barbarossa another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Perfect. Jupiter Jones runs over Finnian, no longer there. Oh, I totally forgot to add those guys to the... Whoops. You all can hear, like, the rest of the group of Jupiter Jones beginning to attack and, like, dive in on the Deep Night. So currently it's the 4 of you all and Petra and Leamington.
I turn to Petra and I say, do you have a safe place we can hide?
She has already made her way also close towards Finnian along with Leamington. He, as soon as he hears you say, "We need to wait for Jupiter Jones. Lord Jones will lead us to safety."
Are we out of initiative?
Yes, I'm letting you all kind of talk at the moment because you guys are all kind of up at the top while they're fighting the Deep Night down at the bottom.
Just like in Baldur's Gate.
What? Really?
I said just like in Baldur's Gate, when you leave the combat, if your character is on like a different level,
Oh.
then you're no longer in the initiative, and whoever's with you, and you can react, like play the game as normal,
Yes.
while turns are happening down below or whatever. That's all I
exactly like Baldur's Gate. So yeah, I'm letting you guys kind of discuss next steps while that battle is continuing down below.
Should we wait for Jupiter Jones? I think the many of them could handle the few fish folk.
Leamington says, "Of course we should wait for Jupiter Jones. We will all die in this city without him." Petra,
What
she
do we
just
do,
kinda-
fellows?
She rolls her eyes, says, "Yes, of course I have a safe place in the city." She kind of looks around and also orients herself, realizes, kind of figures out where you guys are, and she says, we could beeline it to Styx's Ferry and then out of the city, or if you guys wanted to beeline it, we could camp outside the city."
Let's go camp outside the city. That's my vote. Unless, and I withdraw the flare pistol that I'd gotten from Anson. Unless we should fire this.
She opens her eyes go wide, and let me go back to her character sheet. She, without question, as she's standing right next to you, Finnian. Dex or sliding. How do I do that? I'm gonna do Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw, Finnian. DC 22.
Only a 16.
So her eyes widen, and she John Wicks the flare gun out of your hand, and just boom, fires it into the sky.
Pretty impressive pyrotechnics.
And the weapon itself isn't extremely loud. There is like a small kind of clapping noise, and it isn't until the flare itself actually ignites several feet in the air, and almost like kind of fireworks. Kind of.
I marvel at the colors.
While that happens, I look back at the drag to see if it's recognized any of this.
The dregs, they don't look back at you, but
we're all behind the building.
Yes, you all are all behind the building, but they don't look, because it was a very silent kind of popping noise. They were much louder than the firing of the weapon itself, but the ignition of the flare and the sizzle in the air that followed definitely got their attention and then brought them up from their meal, and they're kind of like they're no longer face down in their meal. They're just kind of almost kind of on alert, but not in any specific direction. And Petra, she says, "This will do us much more good than anything that Jupiter Jones will be able to do."
I can't hear you say that, girl.
And
you go, girl.
Let's see, whose turn was it? We were at the top of the round, or what?
Looks
so,
like
yeah.
Jupiter Jones.
Jupiter Jones didn't
oh
do
yes,
anything
because
yet.
they were all fighting. That's right. I was just wanting to see where we were. Okay. Everyone, roll me a d6. What's the plan?
I thought the plan was to get out of here.
Well,
We got no allegiances with these guys. What are we doing?
If they can help us rest,
yes, we just fired off the flare gun.
we should have reinforcements showing up soon.
Maybe we should wait.
How soon is soon?
I turn to ask her, I've never fired one off before. How long does it usually take until they arrive?
She looks, she looks like she's doing quick math in her head. She says, where we're at, probably 2, maybe 5 minutes at the most.
We wait.
And
we wait and hope that Jupiter Jones emerges with the others.
Interjects. Of course, we have to wait. Jupiter Jones saved you all, and he's doing that same hushed scolding tone that a parent would do, in the supermarket, where he's trying to sound very stern, but yet obviously aware of the things around him and not wanting to draw attention to this, to himself or to the group. But he's like, we obviously have to wait. Jupiter Jones saved us. We saved you. If you leave us, you will be in the same situation that you were again. Do not leave.
Of course
I turn
wait.
to him and I put my hand on his head and I say, "It's all right, little man. We'll all be safe in a moment.
You can see him like he's not comfortable being this far away from Jupiter Jones. He's like, like
Why don't you go back down there and help him?
He commanded us up the ladder. I follow the man's command.
Yes, you've got a point. You've got a point, living with.
So, as you guys are kind of like having this small little discussion or this little banter, eventually one by one, the group. I'm not gonna throw the tokens on, but one by one, the group does eventually start coming up, and Jupiter Jones, he just cannot help himself. He comes up and he says, "Ooh, I have slayed that monster," and he like kind of like pulls up not the head of the creature, but like the hand that was holding the spear. He's still got kind of like it's just like in like rigor mortis. He's like holding part of the spear shaft, and the dregs all kind of like look at him and start rushing, and him and Brutus and the rest of the group just make quick work of the dregs. The whole group is there out of initiative order at this point. Those dregs, as you know, you guys didn't draw any attention, and those three dregs were not going to cause any challenge for Sir Jupiter Jones himself. But he kind of collects himself after the battle, and the rest of the group, you all are still there. And he says, "Well, I don't know about the four of you, but I am charged with bringing Miss Petra Lang back to Shepherd's Gate. I don't know what the rest of your plans are. Although I will say, there is still a matter of unresolved honor between you and I, Sir Monk." And he kind of, like, if he was closer to you, Heryn, he almost would have like poked you right in the chest and tried to push you with his finger, but he just kind of did it in the air.
I just gesture my hand up. What is there to settle?
I just don't feel like you've given me the amount of respect that one of my stature deserves.
You need respect from somebody as small as I, as pitiful as someone needing rescue. You need my gratitude?
It is not a matter of needing one's gratitude. It is just a matter of you owing me your gratitude. I saved you. You owe me your life. And you're lucky I'm not calling on that debt.
Well, for someone as prideful as you are also keeping receipts, I see.
I am Caspian.
That being said, maybe we do owe you one.
Oh. There is no quotations needed, my friend. You definitely owe me one. Now, tell me, what is it, your plans? Are you continuing with us to Shepherd's Gate? Are you going on your own way? Why were you there in the first place? I don't imagine
We
you
must
just
rest.
stumbled upon this rat's nest.
We were there for work.
Wow, interesting. So was I. What kind of work? I know you weren't rescuing anyone.
Looking for delirium.
Ah. What kind of delirium? Do the rattlings hoard it?
Possibly.
Interesting. Brutus, remember that. And he kind of like, almost like writes it down with his finger on his skull. He's like, I've got it written down, boss. And then he says, so, we are headed to Shepherd's Gate, along with Petra. What is it you plan to do?
We need some rest.
Well, I can't promise you much rest will come with following us, but you're more than welcome to stay within our care. I will let nothing bad happen to you all. The small little babes that you are.
We would definitely appreciate the company.
So you're following us?
I'm looking at the group kind of for some social cues.
If you can lead us to safety, yes.
Again, he says, I cannot. So he explains that they are continuing to Shepherd's Gate. And you guys are currently right around this area right here. So, he's basically saying, I can't guarantee that there won't be danger along our path as we are making our way back towards the Rat's Nest Tavern and, towards the gate. And he explains, Petra kind of butts in as well that unless Aasimar is there, she doesn't know how well your relationship with the Hood Lanterns are. But obviously, Aasimar and his patrol unit. So, if they're at the gate currently, then you'll more than likely have a positive reception.
I think there are safety in numbers, and we should all stick together for now.
I quite agree. And I look at Heryn and Barbarossa. What do you say, friends?
I just lock eyes with Barbarossa.
Well,
And
I'm
shake my head.
sure. I'm sure Barbarossa would like an arm back. If we could tag along till they can fix me.
This one's gone insane.
So is this one.
Points to Seraphel.
He thinks we're all dead.
You are.
We need to rest.
Considering we're all insane here, and we are on an aimless mission at this point, let's go.
Well, we need to find more delirium, of course.
We just left
We'll-
Delerium, my friend. We just left.
We'll look for some more on the way. I'm sure we'll come across it. It's everywhere. So I'm told.
We were here for a mission, and we have failed.
I hope River doesn't get mad at our failure.
River can suck it. We're gonna stay alive first and foremost.
Petra, she kind of leans in. River? The Academy agent?
Well, yes, I'm a member of the Academy.
Yes, I could tell, but I just assumed not every Academy agent knows every other Academy agent.
Well,
But do you know River?
we met. Yes.
She sent you there?
Tiefling?
Why? Why did
Is
you
that-
ask?
I'm just trying to connect some dots. You see, we were also in the area because of River.
Oh. Well, and maybe we had mutual business.
Wait, did she contract you?
Not for the Rat's Nest Tavern, but for something else. In exchange for potions and other magical items for the lanterns, but
It seems that she has her fingers in multiple pies, so to speak.
which I'm not surprised at. I'm just surprised at what a small world it is, I guess. And Jupiter Jones kind of interjects. Well, the both of you can introduce me to this river the moment we find it, because the only river around here is the Dran, and I doubt that's what the river you're talking about.
DM, do I notice the? I'm sorry. What's the domed building we can see off in the distance in Area 11?
Saint Vitruvio's Cathedral.
It's very noticeable.
The tip of the dome and the spire is, yes.
Finnian begins to gaze off forlornly at the domed cathedral of Saint Salunas.
Saint Vitruvio.
Of Saint Vitruvio, excuse me.
How would the rest of you like to proceed? Are you, the Jupiter Jones's group? They've all kind of gathered their gear and collected whatever they were going to take from the fallen dregs. You see Petra Lang go over to the fallen Hooded Lantern warrior, and he's basically been mauled and mutilated beyond recognition. His face completely torn off. Like I said, his chest from chin to pelvic bones splayed open. The only identifiable feature about him is his Hooded Lantern cloak, and she just kind of like places a hand on the person's shoulder, closes her eyes, and takes a deep breath, collects herself for a second, stands back up, puts her whatever stuff she has on her, gathers it, and says, "I'm ready whenever you are, whenever the lot is."
I place my hand on her shoulder and I ask, "Did you know him?"
I wish I could tell you if I did. I don't even know. She is the city. It does the same to all of us, really. Whether our end is met the same as this, or we're all just bodies in the end. And you can just you're looking at her and you realize that this is a teenager, probably 17, 18 years of age, but her body, her mind, her physicality aged by this apocalyptic city, the monsters, the horrors, the cosmic beings that have been attracted in the 15 years since, and just the weight of it all you can see is just setting on her. You just see responsibility is, in her.
I shed a tiny tear for her.
She looks to Jupiter and then to the four of you and says, "So we're off then?"
Well, your people should be showing up any second.
Yes. We should
if they saw the flare.
Yes, but they will catch our trail. We should not linger.
Let's move quickly then.
Then let's go.
So, as you all kind of gather your stuff and with a new found focus and kind of fire lit underneath you all, you're not wanting to face this type of defeat again at the hands of Drakkenheim. You all begin making your way with this large group towards Shepherd's Gate. And having escaped the Rat's Nest Tavern, the captivity, the potential death of it all, you all level up to level 3.
Shit.
So let's go ahead and cut right there. Take a second while you guys level up. And that might be where we end it for this evening, just as I don't know how long it's going to take you all to level up. And I don't want to jump into another leg of the journey. I know.
I would say this is the point where I do want to focus, or I want to spend a little time on the third level.
Yes, especially third level because it's big. You've got lots of decisions to make for your characters. So,
yeah, definitely. I need to make a couple decisions here on my.
For sure, yeah.
I've looked at some of the Drakkenheim monk stuff that I'm considering as well. So I'm trying to decide if I'm wanting to go with that or something just classic.
For sure, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and call it for this evening. thank you all, for playing with me tonight and with
Absolutely.
joining us on the YouTubes.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you.
Of course.
Good session.
I hope
Yep.
you all had as much fun as me.
Indeed.
And Seraphel, as you all begin to set out and you feel this new swell of power kind of developing within you, you hear that same laughter, that same lingering just joyfulness kind of building up in you, and it almost like you almost get to a point where you're like, oh, sorry, that wasn't funny. Like you'll just be walking along and all of a sudden a little chuckle here and there. Just everything seems a little funnier to you. The fact that like you're the only one that survived the Rat's Nest Tavern is like me, the squishy wizard. I survived. That's funny.
They're all ghosts.
They're all dead. Poor them.
No more rats. Hate that.
For now.
Do I notice him chuckling to himself?
Oh, yeah, you all do. He's not. Yeah, he thinks he's hiding it. It's one of those.
I'll straight up ask him what's so fucking funny.
Huh? Well, you could see me laughing? Or you could hear me laughing?
Of course, everybody can. You dolt.
Well,
What are you so cheerful about?
it's no
Seraphel.
worries. No, I survived. You're all dead. How is that? We made it. I made it. And I hope I can find you guys help. Maybe to have your souls preyed upon?
Maybe you can all bring us back from the dead someday.
Maybe.
Maybe I should have cast Spare the Dying on all of us.
We might need it.
Yeah, well, it's too funny.
These ones might be dying in front of us.
You guys are something. You're, I guess what they say, characters? You guys are funny. I just funny to me. Yeah, well.
You think I'm a funny character, is it?
I do. Well, you're off. I can't believe I'm just so full of joy that we made it out alive. Well, I made it out alive. You guys are.
Well, at
dead.
least one of us survived.
Yes, and River will be happy with that. I think. Although
I look
I
at
do-
the other two.
have 5 Delerium, so maybe she'll be happy with these chips.
To be happy with chips when we were tasked with bringing back a large chunk of
So-
delirium.
What does that mean then? That means we have to go back, and I don't want to see those rats again.
Maybe you should stay behind, because we're going to see them. I think we should rest up at the Shepherd's Gate, wherever she's taking us, and we should hurry back here in 8 hours.
That makes a lot of
Because
sense.
somebody mentioned there was a bunch of cache of delirium down there.
Yes, we. Well, I told the truth.
We did not find it.
And they won't probably find it either. Hey,
What
look,
if we get to it first?
I'm a young apprentice. I've never been beyond the towers.
We need to get
Of
you
the
into
academy.
bed. We need to get you into a sleeping situation.
I'm not tired though. I just feel energized. I'm so happy to just be out of this place. And well, where are we heading again?
So, with that, that's a good spot for us to end it.